If you think you know someone with an odd pet, think again. We bet these 20 people have them beat. They're best buds with some of the wildest creatures imaginable. If you've ever wanted to see someone hug a hippo or cuddle a kangaroo, then watch on. Just don't try this at home. Yup, you heard us right, a capybara. That's the world's largest rodent for those of you who aren't in the know. Although capybaras are indigenous to South America, Gary's owners couldn't look after him any longer, so he went to live with Melanie and Richard Tapaldos' Texas home. They went so far as to get the water-loving rodent his own swimming pool. In 2013, Melanie told British newspaper The Sun, although some people might find it strange, it's really no different than having a dog or a cat. Gary's really smart and affectionate. Apparently, he gets along with the other pets in the family's menagerie too, except the tortoise, who apparently has a penchant for invading Gary's personal space. We'll grant you that snakes, and rat snakes in particular, are a fairly common pet. But stay with us. You see, Filet and Gumbo aren't your average reptiles. It's hard to say whether you'd even count them as a pair of snakes or a single one because they share the same body. Tunisia News took Filet and Gumbo in after their neighbor found them in a Louisiana backyard. Apparently, their unique appearance is probably the result of their embryos not spreading properly, leaving them with separate brains in a single body. What's more, snakes such as this don't usually live long in the wild either. At least the serpent siblings are in good hands with Janice. Juniper, who also goes by the happiest fox, is the most famous face in Jessica Coker's rescued exotics home. She isn't the only one, you know. You see, Juniper shares her humans with a group of rescue animals, some of which were saved from fur farms. That means they were bred for their pelts and differ genetically from wild foxes. They wouldn't survive on their own. Juniper's now living happily with her fellow foxes and adopted doggy family. Juniper's sassy, her humans wrote on their website in 2017. I've never met anyone, human or animal, more sassy than she is. She will always let me know exactly how she feels about something. If she dislikes what's going on, she'll walk over, ears back, and scream at me, then casually walk away. Yes, foxes can scream. If you're looking for meerkats, you'd probably think South Africa, not Hampshire, England. Still, that's where Jack and Mila live with their human parents Laura Gilbert and Tom Dawson. They raised the meerkats from babies, and the critters have been part of the family ever since. All the same, the couple don't recommend you take meerkats into your home lightly though. Gilbert and Dawson explain that meerkats require a lot of care. And even so, both genders react very differently for humans. Jack, for example, loves people, including visitors. Yet while Mila is affectionate with her family, if she sees strangers, she tends to go on the offensive, often targeting unsuspecting well-wishers' necks. Meerkats may be small, but they have comparatively big teeth. When outdoor enthusiast Kelly Lund sought out a companion with similar interests, he found his match in Loki. Kelly's best pal is in large part husky and Malamute, but one of Loki's recent ancestors is a wolf. That makes Loki a hybrid wolf dog, and their adventurous exploits have made them both social media celebrities. Since Kelly first uploaded a photograph of himself sleeping with Loki on a hammock, their fame has skyrocketed. Kelly even resigned from his former employment in 2016 in favor of acting as the wolf dog's full-time photographer and manager. He attributes Loki's success entirely to the wolf dog, though. Loki's this really special dog in that you can see his spirit through his eyes, he told the website Alpha Universe in 2018. Back in 2014, Laura Young of the Bahamas found an injured baby raccoon. It had suffered a broken leg. Without an animal rescue center nearby, she'd felt she had no choice but to take the critter in herself. Young called the little girl Pumpkin, but even after nursing it back to health, she couldn't find Pumpkin's mother. Pumpkin stayed with Young, becoming a social media star and charity fundraiser with 1.4 million followers. Sadly, Pumpkin passed away at age 4 and her adoptive owner paid her a heartbreaking tribute. In 2019, she wrote on Instagram, "Pumpkin would lick the tears from my face and it would make me laugh and smile. She did this so many times. This is one mammal that will be sorely missed." Talk about bringing home the bacon! Doriana Giustosi and Raffaele Petterini found piglet Pasqualina injured in Italian woodlands. Naturally, they took her in and decided to keep the little porker. However, Pasqualina was no teacup pig. She grew into a massive boar, and we don't mean that as an insult. Giustosi's and Petterini's porcine pal developed a liking for the indoor life. Pasqualina loved to climb on the furniture and sleep on the bed. Petterini also told The Sun in 2015 that their pig snuggled like a dog. She loves cuddling, she described. She likes physical contact. She communicates a lot with us. She's very affectionate and we're like her parents. Jeffrey Condon of Tanzania's Greystoke Mahale camp became birds of a feather with a pelican, separated from his flock during a storm. Staff named the orphan Big Bird and taught him everything a pelican should know. They gave him swimming, fishing, and even flying lessons. In fact, camp staff recorded Big Bird's progress for millions of internet watchers. The animal rescuers hoped to one day release Big Bird into the wild, but upsettingly he died in a boating accident in 2016. Staff wrote on their blog Nomad Tanzania, "He was taken too early but had a very loving and exciting life with all of us here. To the ones who got to know our friendly pelican, you'll have the greatest memories to treasure forever." Don't feel bad if you've never heard of a kinkajou. They're adorable little mammals that usually live in rainforests, but Stella is different. Her home is in Florida with Justin and Samantha Powell, who have had Stella since she was a baby. Although the little critter's tiny, she's packed with personality. Justin told British newspaper Daily Mail in 2017, "She's very rambunctious and energetic. We call her our Royal Highness. Kinkajous don't train very well. It's a matter of letting her do what she wants." Incidentally, Paris Hilton also owned a kinkajou called Baby Love. Paris hit the headlines in 2006 when it bit her, though thankfully the wound wasn't serious.